going on, Marvel fans? In today's video, we're going to be talking about episode 2 of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. This was really a great episode, from John Walker to learning more about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We even got to hear a little bit about Zemo, man. But look, before we get into that, I need everybody to like, subscribe, and go ahead, tap that notification bell one time for your boy. I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of everything I post. It's that easy, all right? And I really want to give a great big shout out to everybody that's been subscribing and liking and sharing and showing the most love, man. I really appreciate it. And all I can do at the end of the day is provide you guys with more content. That's going to be my best solution for showing you how much I really appreciate my watchers, man. But hey, without further ado, let's jump into episode 2. So starting off this episode, giving this whole spiel about John Walker, aka the new Captain America, it really had me conflicted inside, you know, because even if he's trying to be a good guy, I just know too much about his character in the Marvel Universe that I just don't trust anyone putting on the Captain America suit unless it's someone specifically appointed to by Steve Rogers, the OG Cap, all right? But with that being said, this guy seems like he's super legit, man. He's got 3 medals of honor. He's a decorated military soldier. They showed his girlfriend and it really seemed like they're in love and he's good to his girl. His best friend showed up to motivate him, and coincidentally, he's black, just like Steve Rogers having a black best friend. But I'm not going to get into that, all right? I really enjoyed the way that they tried to make us like him, but unfortunately, I don't think that the internet or the audience really likes this guy, man. I mean, if you put a face like this on the screen, I'm not gonna like it. If my hero doesn't have lips on his face, how can he save the day? I really don't get it. But when we get to see the Falcon with the Winter Soldier, what I really appreciated was how Bucky approached him and was like, why did you give up the shield, man? I can't believe that you did that. Why? And it's so funny, all of the responses and rebuttals that Sam Wilson gives the Winter Soldier. Like, why are you worried about a problem that's not yours, man? Like, back up, man. Why are you staring at me? You just gonna do that staring thing again, huh? I really love the dynamic between the two of our heroes. Like, we got Bucky, who is quiet and not necessarily shy, but he's very reserved. And he doesn't necessarily say a lot, but the things that he does say, you should take it very seriously. And then we got Sam Wilson, who's over here, Mr. Jokey McJokester all the time. And I'm telling you, I loved it because we got to see Bucky like kind of, you know, walking in the dark, and you just hear the Falcon on the intercom like, look at you trying to be all stealthy. And he said, man, shut up, man. And he's right there with him. What you doing? I just love the goofy dynamic between them. You know, it really looks like this is going to be a really great season. I'm sad that it's such a few, you know, amount of episodes, but being they're all kind of 45 to 50-minute viewing episodes, I'm kind of happy, man. I'm leaving the episode feeling very happy. And I know that sounds strange because I got to wait a whole week, but this episode really gave me everything I needed to feel satisfied with what they're giving me, all right? Not only did we got to learn more about the Flag Smashers, and they got a whole fight scene. Oh, wait, speaking of the fight scene, when the Falcon and Winter Soldier were fighting on top of the cars and that shield came out of nowhere, I got excited and I just immediately saw Steve Rogers. I'm telling you, when I saw that guy come out, John Walker, and he's standing there looking like the guy from Up, Mr. Fredrickson or whatever, it was just like, look at this guy. And then his sidekick comes swinging on a rope. Like, who you trying to be, man? Mr. Battlestar? Man, if you don't sit your down somewhere. I couldn't believe that they did it like that. You know what I'm saying? But just from their meeting, the way that they had the Winter Soldier and the Falcon talking with the new Captain America, you could just tell there's this undeniable tension between all of them. It seems like the new Captain America and his sidekick are on this high horse. They've been appointed these very high positions in the military, being Captain America and his little sidekick, that I feel the way that they talk to Bucky and Sam Wilson is a little demeaning, and it's a little degrading, if you could say that. Like, I don't really like how he talks to them and the options he's giving them and the way that he addresses them. Man, if I seen the Falcon and Winter Soldier, bro, I'm going to give them some sort of respect, or I'm going to shake his hand, or I'm going to give him a hug. Dude, thank you for saving us. But no, we don't get none of that. It's just a lot of smart aleck remarks and, you know, you need us and we need to be a team. And it's just like, dude, just because you got the shield, that doesn't mean that you're Captain America. And Bucky stands on that, right? So we did get to see that trailer clip of Bucky with the Falcon in the damn therapy session, and that was so funny. Like, she was like, closer, and he was like, man, this is what you wanted, right? You want me to be right here? I'm right here. It's just so funny, man. And she's like, stare at each other, and the Falcon's like, oh, you're gonna love this because you just love to stare. It's so hilarious, man. This episode, really, if I could rate it, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. It was that great. I had to rewind a couple of scenes to actually like enjoy it. I was like, I have to hear this whole tidbit again between them, because it was absolutely phenomenal, man. The way that they wrote this episode was great. And I love the way that they dropped Isaiah Bradley in this episode, and I love the reaction from the Falcon. All right, we don't get a lot of answers, and they don't really go into it. They just say that he's an old superhero, essentially, and he was put in jail for 30 years for what he did. And the crazy thing was, as I was at the comic book store this past weekend, I read about another superhero, like an original OG superhero from World War II. And what was going on was the Nazis were kind of being ran by Hydra, and they were experimenting on black soldiers specifically, okay? And not a lot of them survived, but Isaiah was one who survived. He ends up breaking free from his captivity in Hydra and being enslaved because they're trying to replicate the super soldier serum that runs through Captain America's blood. And he breaks free, he steals Captain America's gear, and goes and tries to defeat the Nazis to be thrown in jail for 30 years. And the way that Falcon was pissed off that, you know, why are we just finding out that there's been a black superhero this whole time? Like, he couldn't believe it, and he was gonna go for Bucky's neck. But Bucky was like, yo, Captain didn't know about this. No one knew about this. I didn't want to make it worse, or I didn't want to, like, hurt someone who's been hurt so long, you know? And I could almost relate to, you know, him feeling like that, you know? But as they're leaving, they get stopped by cops, and it's just like this whole racial tension going on between the cops, and like they're acting like the Falcon is doing something wrong. And this is a really wild episode, man. What did you guys think? Is it better than the first? Like, did you hate it? Did you love it? You gotta let me know in the comments. Me personally, I think that this episode is shitting on the first one. They gave us so much more to work with, man. But you already know what it is. It's your boy Merc. It's been a pleasure, but I'm out.
When I take the wheel, it's going out of control. I ain't got a flex, but my money's swole. I'm flying real life, nigga, not just pose. Hands down, I'm the man now. You better do your research before I air it out. I'm smoking on reefer and it's very loud.